In theory, we're live. There we go.
Hi.
Hello. We're winging it tonight.
We are. We're taking over the show. That's
Yes.
basically what's happening.
And we're also we're changing the branding. Oops. Wait, hang on one sec. Oh my gosh. Vamp for me, Rachel, because some reason I'm getting
do
like
I need to stop
16
sharing?
different names. That's maybe what was happening.
Okay. I
I'm
think
hearing myself and
Yeah, so we're I think it says in the
Steven's gonna be
description
like,
we're gonna talk about toys and stuff. I think Aaron's trying to pull up something he made, but hello.
hi, we're great professionals here.
Yeah, so I saw Joel. I actually don't know how to bring up the comments like other people do
Oh, I can do
on the
that.
screen. I can put mine are from Target, but I had to order them. Here's the thing about Target shipping. I wanted to order them from Target because I have a red card, so I would get money back. But why this big of a box for 4 action figures? That seems unnecessary.
There we go. Sorry, I had a hidden frame somewhere that was also playing YouTube, so that was
that's
my brain could not function like hearing 3 of us. So
oh my
sorry
god.
about that. I'm back now.
Something like that happened at work where I was trying to show a video for training, but it was like someone in the call was also in that video. So I was like, "Are you talking or is that the video?" Like,
so I apologize. I'm back now mentally here, I think. So, yes, you were talking about Target shipping.
Yeah, every time I order something from Target, the box is significantly too large for what I've ordered. And then
I do that with, or Amazon will do that, and you order, say, something that's very delicate and heavy. They decide to put it all together in the same package, then, and like it destroys the other thing.
Maybe it wouldn't make me as mad if my recycling didn't only comes every other week.
Yeah.
So getting rid of the boxes is kind of a pain. You were talking about different branding?
Yes, because since I'm in California and you're in Texas, and normally we have a balance of more Texans than other people, that thought that maybe we could change it to Cal-Trek.
I love the flag.
Yes, our state animal is the Sailot, as opposed to the grizzly bear. So I had fun with that. I spent too much time and then realized, wait, this isn't a real project. I don't need to be doing that.
So, that's me.
There, change the bug.
The amount of times I've spent on like TikTok edits where I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not getting paid for this. What am I doing?
I'll put more work into the stuff I'm not getting paid for.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but I thought that was fun. That was Steven hopefully will not be too upset.
Oh, there's father in the chat. Hey.
Hey. Let's see.
Hope you're getting some much needed rest, Fathery.
Remembering how to exactly as you're here. Let's see. There we go. Hey, Steven. Yes, we Cal-Trek, the next California class starship. Nice. Yeah, you're supposed to be relaxing and not thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
You're just probably checking to make sure that we haven't tanked the show completely.
Yeah, not yet, anyways.
Yeah. We're still on the air. We haven't done anything too egregious yet.
No.
I just had 3 screens running all of us at the same time, which is that's too many of us.
Oh, I guess I could show off. I've got another sure. I've got I think we should boldly get the hell out of here shirt.
Yes, I love that.
Made by my good friend Susie,
I need to get
has lots of good designs.
So, but tonight we're gonna unbox the Prodigy toys. I have one as well. I don't know if I'll need to unbox it or not. And then we're gonna check out the website for Playmates, which is you access by the back thing that says "for parents only," which is very weird and feels a little for adults only sort of.
The website is much different than I thought because of it saying "for parents only." I assumed it was going to take me to a storefront, and it didn't really.
Nope. There might be a way to purchase it. We just haven't got into the site
figured out how to buy anything on this website yet.
But it's kind of amazing if they put the amount of effort that they put into the website into getting the toys done, they may have actually been out earlier because it's pretty like well done.
It's detailed, yeah.
Yeah.
Might have had toys available for a Christmas, perhaps, or holiday season.
Well, yeah. Well, before the show, we were doing a little research, and they basically had an article that came out last year and said that they'll be coming in October of 2022, and you're gonna have to wait for Rock Talk until April or till early 2023. And
here we are, early 2023, and I haven't seen proof that Rock Talk exists in toy form.
It does, from what I actually, Aaron Waltke gave us a little bit of information. Should I share that now, or do you want to wait till after we look at the stuff? Let's look at it.
I was like, "What? You actually know what the information is?" So whatever.
Oh,
you
that's
think
right.
Shows, I don't know.
Yeah, let's do it afterwards because it'll make sense when they see the toys.
Do you? Oh, I don't know what it unlocks with the game yet because I just opened the box. I only got them yesterday.
And I haven't played the game yet, but I do have it. So
I played it a little bit. I have it on my Switch, which is somewhere in my living room. I'm trying to like take things without. I don't know why I put the box balance on these two books. That was a bad idea. I was showing my friend that I had a signed copy of a book earlier.
Oh, nice.
I will say, one thing I will say is if you're planning on keeping these in box, maybe don't.
Or get more than one.
Maybe Jankum is trying to come out already. Like fully.
I have Mego toys that I kept, sealed because there was like I got them in the 80s from a warehouse and I opened them out of a box like when I moved. And they had all the glue had come apart, so it had separated from the boxes.
Here's the thing. I know from like doll collecting, plastic toys that are meant to be played with actually can degrade by sitting in plastic.
Yeah.
So like keeping them in boxes actually maybe not the best. Like especially like dolls, like a Barbie doll, for instance, their thigh for their clothes will like come off on their leg.
Oh, interesting. Oh, because it's just there. It's
just sitting there and like melding together for like 30 years.
Yeah, it's weird when you go pull something out that's like plastic that is suddenly tacky. Like,
and
you're
weird,
like gummy. Like, what is going on? It's degrading.
I'm gonna see maybe if this.
Zoom tight.
Thank you. I can't tell if I need to sneeze again. I don't think so. I'm gonna see if this maybe says what. Oh, it just gives me a code. It doesn't say what it unlocks.
So we'd have to go check it out.
I wonder if these are each
tied to a character.
Yeah, because this one has Jankum on the back of it.
Yeah, it probably is.
And then this side just shows that the 4 different systems you can buy the game on.
Yeah.
I think it's 4. Yeah, it's PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch. And then I haven't.
So if you have to
instructions for Jenkins.
There are instructions. How difficult is it? Did they actually do something?
I can attach belt and body to pack as shown. I think you could attach his tools to him.
Dal comes with 2 phasers, and I don't know if that's because one's supposed to be for Murph, who's with him, or
Murph is the security officer.
Yeah, or maybe Dal just double phasers.
This I will also say I'm glad I'm not planning on displaying them in box because that would not have been as pretty. It's just there's like a little like
it's
that.
Yep, I got the same thing.
It's almost like these are this is not a criticism. These are toys. They're not necessarily collectibles.
They're not collectibles, exactly.
These are meant to be played with by children, which
Dale has 2 phasers in the game.
I am happy that that's happening. Like I want kids who like Prodigy to have toys.
Yes.
And I think it's like also I feel like a good way for like people to learn if like you see these in stores, people are like, oh wait, there's a Star Trek show for kids. Like
right. Yeah.
I'm trying really hard not to
especially like Target and stuff like that, because there's so much traffic there at that point. My book was in Target at one point, which surprised me. I was just like,
if I ever get what I'm writing actually published, that is like one of like big dream target.
Yeah. It's just very strange, like, because I'm so used to people taking my artwork and reselling it, like in China, for the Star Trek stuff. So
Yeah.
my first gut reaction when I saw that is somebody's taken my design and put it on a book. Wait, no, that's that is our book. It was like,
No, I did that.
yes,
He's got tools.
that's cool. I wonder if those will connect with some other future thing, because Aaron Walke said that the Protostar is wow. Just he didn't give me any details about it, but he said you will want to get the Protostar
toy coming. I can't. I was imagining a Protostar toy. Yeah, probably. I was imagining a Protostar toy not big enough to put these action figures in. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, it's also we don't have the Protostar is gone. So we Murph is not the same. The Protostar is not the Protostar A. Yeah. They're leaving the show behind.
But like they've got to keep up with like what the toy's actually doing.
Yeah. With the show.
Yeah. I know it's not one I know you sent me an article once because it said like Star Trek Prodigy, not just for selling toys, and you were like Rachel screaming somewhere in the background. There aren't even toys.
Yeah.
Like,
unfortunately, yeah.
Multiple times during the finale, I laughed and I said, if I didn't know stuff about the show, I'd be like, "Oh, that's a new toy."
Yeah. Well, early on, and like in 2017, when Discovery came back.
Out here?
Huh?
Why didn't I bring scissors?
If you want to go get some,
I might in a second. I'm trying to get the plastic around him.
A box cutter off to my left if I need it. I also have the Star Trek 5.
My god!
Marshmallow thing. I don't think that's gonna help us any.
Fantastic.
Let's see.
Where did where did you get that?
I got it off of eBay. So you just pull it back, you stick them in there, and then you just push it forward.
A friend of mine was like,
somebody didn't know how much this was worth because I got it for like $3 plus $5 shipping and handling.
Wow.
Yeah.
My dream is to find stuff like that in like
I always
like local thrift stores and stuff and hope someone doesn't know.
Yeah.
Although
that's really hard to do anymore. It feels like most people check online.
Which I get. My dream finding is that I really want a hard copy of my brain just went blank. The Star Trek book that Andy Robinson wrote.
I don't know.
Why? I've read it. That's because it's I have it on my Kindle.
I can look it up.
Yeah, why don't you do that while I try to get...
Okay. Can you answer Jill's question about the...
Is Pog actually missing a limb, or is he wearing the tool that covers his fingers? He's wearing the tool that covers his fingers. He's stuck on this little bit of plastic. Okay.
A Stitch in Time?
Yes. That book, if you look for it on eBay, is $100.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I did find that the other day on archive.org where you could rent it or borrow it. Yeah.
They do. It's like $7 on Kindle. So I have that. I've read it, but I like a hard copy. Yes, happy Cinco de Mayo. I got.
Woo!
I'm trying to figure out how the tools work.
I should be doing something since I live in LA. Like that should be but my mom is like, she's in Arizona. She's like, I'm not going anywhere because the traffic's going to be horrible. I'm like, why? What are you talking about? It's like, Cinco de Mayo. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Okay, so these seem attached belt to... They seem to go on the back of him.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, now it's just me reading it. Okay, so they go...
Well, so this is something I can talk about while you're doing that. Apparently, when they made these, they had the original 3D model images to work from. So with very minor alterations, those are the same designs that you literally see in the show.
That's really cool. Okay, so this goes on the back. This is what the instructions were, how to put this on. Tools are interchangeable. Remove.
Oh, that's right. And the UK, they're gonna have a new a king.
Yes, that is.
My mom is very upset that they've scheduled it for 2 a.m. I'm like, also their daytime.
I woke up for like for royal. I'll wake up for royal weddings. No one's wearing a pretty white dress. I'm sorry. I'll watch it later. Like I'll watch clips later. Okay, something is supposed to be interchangeable on his arm, but I don't want to break his hand. Try to figure out what that is.
When I was 10 or 11, I got up to watch Prince Charles and Lady Diana get married.
Mm-hmm. I didn't have to wake up for William and Kate's because it was in Japan.
Oh, that's right.
So it was like dinner time. It was actually perfect. But I did wake up for Meghan and Harry's wedding.
As Steven mentioned, that 1 year ago today, Strange New Worlds premiered on Cinco de Mayo as well.
Yes, I was actually at Steven's house for that.
That's cool. I really miss, joking aside with California and everything. It's like not being able to see you guys because you get to get together.
Yes,
and which is really nice.
I mean, if you you would have also been invited to my birthday party if that was doable.
Possible, yeah, exactly. I could just transfer my program from the mobile emitter here to. No.
That would be fun.
I'm wearing this because I always wanted a toy as a kid growing up, or something like this. Like there has to be how easy would this have been to make? And I've had a friend 3D print this for me.
I have so much stuff 3D printed now because people are like, yeah, we can make that. It's crazy to me. I think his hand's supposed to come off, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I don't want to just pull his hand off.
Is it in the instructions?
Yeah, it just says tools are interchangeable. Remove and replace tools on tool glove. Yeah, and so they showed the hand off.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm pulling, and I don't. Oh, I got it. Okay.
All right.
I took his hand off, so you can.
Well, he is robotic,
so you can take his hand off.
Yeah.
And then put
in different tools.
And put the different tools in here.
Nice.
I do like that.
That's pretty
cool.
They
are not that easy to kick on and off, though. I feel like this would be
hard for little kids.
I don't know. To be fair, I don't know what the age range of these toys are supposed to be. I mean, I don't think this show is not I don't think it's for 5-year-olds necessarily. So
this is 4+. So yes,
I will say they are not tiny. I don't think a kid could swallow them, but
that seems like I don't know if a 4 or 5-year-old.
As I'm realizing now, it's probably easier now that I'm positive they're supposed to come off. I wasn't scared of taking.
Oh yeah. If you have smaller hands, it might actually be easier.
That's true. Also, I'm realizing they stay on pretty well though, so I don't think they would slip off the way
nice.
When I was a kid, Barbie shoes came off really easily, and they.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed with collectible ones now that they do not as much, and I'm jealous.
Yeah,
the also, Migo he has a little stamp.
Toy. Oh yeah, the Delta.
Yeah.
From Prodigy. From Prodigy, obviously. No, it's from Strange New Worlds. The Migo toys when I was a kid. The phaser, the belt, everything that was an accessory just so easily came off.
Oh, the Star Trek Barbies. It's a nightmare trying to keep them on there.
See, that's what I'm hoping in the Barbie movie, that in the background somewhere we see Star Trek Barbie.
That would be
how cool would that be? Isn't it also Paramount?
I think it's Warner Brothers.
Oh, is it? Oh.
So I don't see that happening because it's Warner Brothers.
Well, then it's weird that Star Trek, I think they tweeted one of them, those Barbie memes, which seems like they wouldn't do that if it was somebody else's movie. But maybe that's why I thought it was that.
I think it's Warner Brothers. I don't know. Does anyone know what the...
Who's making the... Join us today as we search Google.
Search Google for what... I think I remember someone being something about saving Warner Brothers and
oh.
All things considered, Paramount's doing okay, just compared to other things. Mostly because of Top
Warner Brothers. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, because they have. You see the Warner Brothers tower.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I even pointed that out. I'm sorry. You're right.
Oh, very good. I'm not having very much luck getting him to stand
It
on
still
here.
would be fun to see them in the background because they have really deep cuts of some of the Barbies that are
They
there.
do. You don't want me to go into it because I do know my
Well, we
deep
joke that
cut.
this was the ADHD Trek. It's like
Yeah.
boldly
Oh yeah.
going somewhere,
I
not sure where.
like I have Star Trek Barbies. I also I just have a lot of Barbies. Like I still have boxes of my Barbie dolls upstairs,
Oh
including
wow.
you saw the pregnant Barbie in the character thing. I had that Barbie and still do. It is up in a closet.
I think my mom has a Midge or a
Yeah. So
Madge or
that
whatever
was Midge.
Yeah.
People don't remember it was Midge. They just remember people freaking out because they think somehow a married pregnant woman will lead to teen pregnancy. I don't. It was clearly
How dare they have children after they've married?
It's clearly supposed to be a toy to help young kids who are getting new siblings get excited about that or deal emotionally with what that is.
Right. Because
And
I know there are a lot of kids that have problems with suddenly they're not the focus
they're
of
not the
attention.
only one.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'm the youngest, and my mom wants to look up. Two of my friends moms were having babies.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was like, "Oh, would you want me to have a baby?" And I was like, "No, they take all the attention." As a kid,
you knew.
And I don't think that was the only reason they didn't have any more kids. I think my dad. There's 3 of us. I think they had the amount of kids they wanted, but my mom was
I don't think
hilarious.
I don't think they're totally consulting their children about.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put a chainsaw on the ash from the ash toy on Jankum.
That would be hilarious. I don't have any. I don't have an ash toy to merge him with. So, yeah, you can kind of hold this. This feels a little less secure than this attachment, but
I think the only figure that I have that's not in my storage unit right now is Snake Plissken from Escape from New York.
I've got the Star Trek stuff back there.
Well, now this.
Jane Austen.
I was supposed to see. I was gonna have Zero. I was gonna unbox Zero, and I bought it. They said, okay, it'll be here tomorrow, which would have been 3 days ago. I'm like, great. And they're like, now arriving May 18th. I'm like, what?
I have a weird story about shipping has been so weird lately. I bought I saw Taylor Swift a couple weekends ago. I needed to buy a new external battery charger thing because the stadium I went to had a rule that they had to be the size smaller than a credit card.
Oh, this is the
Taylor Swift this is not Taylor Swift's rule. This is stadium specific.
No, you're right.
So I ordered one, and then it said 2-day shipping. I was like, great. And then it was it's gonna be here in 4 days. And I was like, oh darn it. So then I was looking on Amazon, and then I got a notice that said out for delivery, arrives in 4 days. And I was like, what? And then it showed up on my doorstep that day. And I was like,
that's weird.
Cool. I'm glad I have it, but what?
I've had stuff where I've ordered I get these little adapters for a cable mode or USB cable. I ordered it at 7:00 at night, and 10 a.m. the next morning it was on my doorstep. I'm just like, that's weird. That is so fast.
One time I ordered something from Amazon and it came 2 hours later. I was like, what? It's
are you just watching this?
I was outside? Did my neighbor have it? I don't understand.
Yeah, they can't get me food within 3 days. That's
I used my brother's Prime account, but not because I needed it right now, more because my brother had free shipping. And also just it doesn't make sense to me for more than one person to have Prime.
Yeah, exactly. We did that in my household. I'm still using Davey's Prime account actually. I need to change the name on it. Unless I say no, that person has died, so I don't have to pay for any of it. I don't think that will work.
I don't think he's staying on the stand that well.
No. Oh no, really?
Maybe
you want me to open Dal next?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So how yours peeled off because it was already peeling off. I wonder how hard it is without.
I imagine. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any glue on the one I opened.
Oh, this one is. It's pretty. Yeah, it's not going to cleanly peel off, basically. So.
Oh yeah.
Which is fine. I'm not going to keep this as a collectible. Well, it's funny. It's everything that we buy, odds are we're never going to sell it or anything. So it's like, what does it matter?
Yeah, like I
appreciate this.
a
They have
couple
the
things. Oh, what do you
double
appreciate?
plastic inside
Oh
holding the
yeah,
action figure in, so like all the pieces don't fly out when you open it.
that's actually like I way prefer that to like. I mean, I don't know. Like you play. I don't know how they package most of the Barbies I buy now are collectibles, so I don't end up taking like, and they don't package collectible Barbies the same way but toy Barbies, they like, God, they are secure in there in ways that are so hard to get out. I swear, there's like a
Do they have like the
twisty things, and then
yeah.
they have things going through the hair that you have to cut, and then you're like, don't cut the hair
cut
though.
the hair, yeah.
So like,
I've had like twisted and then those zip tie things.
yeah,
Just like it's not coming out. So yes, this one also has a different character. So it's
okay, so it must be
based,
character specific.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see.
Don't use my key.
I covered mine just in case.
I just didn't think to do that.
I am now thinking, I wonder if I went and grabbed, I wonder if it's charged, my Switch. I could maybe put my code in and see what it does.
Oh, okay.
I will maybe I'll also grab some scissors for the next toy.
That's a good idea. I do not have more than one. So let's see. We've got, it actually is it's stuck inside of a twist tie. This one has twist ties.
Oh, that one? So they did, but I just kind of pulled on them.
Oh, I could try that. Nope, it does not want to just come off.
Oh.
This is super engaging television, watching me untwist plastic here. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just try to take Murph out first. Murph is squishy. It is it's translucent. Oh, I wonder if I do this. There. That flashlight is way too bright. It's like trying to light him up from underneath. So yeah, so that is Murph, and Murph is just sort of he's like a piece of plastic that's filled with air. It's squishy. It almost feels like this should be a stress ball or something. But there's that, and Dal is still being persistent and staying in his package. So you may have to take over because I'm still this is Murph, and he's squishy. It's almost like he should be like a
like stress ball.
Stress ball, yeah.
They should definitely
I tried to light him.
Stress balls.
Yes, I tried to light him up from underneath with this flashlight, but it's like a super bright flashlight, so he's just
it's like Murph's an angel now.
Yeah, exactly. Here, this is for our creepy podcast. Yes, we have gone off the rails. Okay, you might have to. Oh, there we go. Yay! All right, so Dal, and he has 2 phasers, and that's what he came with. He has a belt that's attached, which I think you can.
I'm now remembering playing the game a little. He does kind of goes no, like 2.
Okay, so that's that. And like I said, I appreciate that they've taped them in there and stuff. They're not just flying out, because that did happen a lot when I was or like you had G.I. Joe figures. That's why all of those loose ones are so expensive to buy separately, because kids would lose them. Like I just lost this one. Phaser's on the floor somewhere. Actually, you know what? I can just use this flashlight. I guess I'm gonna have to look after the podcast. I don't see it. Bounced off somewhere. Oh well. I'll come back with it. Let me just put one in his hand. Just like that. It's pure comedy here. There we go. These are like the old Dustbuster kind of. Oops.
I'm now looking in the comics. You might have looked at these already. I was gone.
Oh yeah.
I haven't finished it either, the video game. So I've been playing a lot of games that I can like watch stuff or listen to audiobooks while playing, but there's actually a story with this one, so like
right.
less like I
Yeah, you
could do
can't
that
just.
less.
I don't know this. He kind of holds it weird. I mean, it does work.
I kind of get it. Or
Well,
maybe
they
it
don't
doesn't.
really stay connected to the person that well.
I'll be honest, I don't know a good way to like pose an action figure so it's like so you can like use it more than like it looks like they're holding the phaser right, and you can also like use it for more than just holding a phaser.
Right.
Because I have like I don't. There's a Picard action figure up there, and he's holding a phaser, but you can't do anything else with him. He's just posed, and I like him a lot. But
Well, even without.
luckily, I was
Yeah.
buying him to put on a shelf. Like
Even without the little stand, it doesn't quite stand right. Okay. I'm assuming the stand has like a little peg. Yeah, it's just so that's cool. But everything is what is how many points of like 14 points of articulation, something like that? Wasn't that article?
I'm not sure. It was. I'm betting some of the other. I don't think Jankum like neck doesn't move and stuff. Where I'm betting some of the other ones do. Oh, it does move. It moved more than it's just hard because.
Let's see. Do I have that link?
He got that Tellarite body.
There it is. So this is the original little press release or whatever. These 5.5 inch 1/14 scale figures will feature 14 points of articulation and come packaged with a brand new blister pack styled exclusively for Star Trek Prodigy. Oh, that would be good. We are excited to bring the Star Trek Prodigy toys and accessories home to families for the first time. This new lineup we are unveiling is highly focused on playability. We want the kids to take the toys out of the package and engage with them in imaginative play as if they were part of the Star Trek world themselves, said Carl Aaron, Aaronian. Arian? I don't know. It's like Senior Vice President of Playmate Toys. This is where it's like the action figures will be available on online retailers in October of 2022 and on store shelves in spring of 2023. Oh, I guess it kind of did that. So and then they weren't available. I mean, they were there. You could pre-order them. I guess maybe that's what they mean.
I guess. I mean, I guess they
new Star Trek Prodigy ships, vehicles, and role play toys will be available later in 2023. And when we look at the website, you can see some of that stuff.
I am glad that the focus was playability because I do think there's in Star Trek in general, I think there's a little bit too much of a focus on like really expensive merchandise.
You mean Legal Moss?
I
just spent $100 on 2 ships, so
exactly. And like I wish, to speak of the other franchise, I wish the merchandise was a little bit more like how they do it, where there's like a large price range of like
and they have like the same figure but different type of
they're Mandalorian toys that you can like buy in Walmart, but there's also like Mandalorian collectibles.
I would say the one drawback so far I found is that it's really hard to get his foot into this stand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess their focus is not to have them sit on a shelf. Their focus is for kids to play with them. To be fair, you know what? That is every toy I've ever had to put on a stand.
No, that's true.
This is the Barbie. The Barbie.
Oh, it's actually cool because you can make him look like he's running.
That is fun. The Star Trek Barbie comes with a stand. Like it comes with her.
Oh, right.
She's wearing tight, so it's a stand. It's
the one where it goes to the waist.
Like, no, it's a straddle stand.
Oh.
But she's wearing tight, so it doesn't work very well. And I had to like shove her down in there to like.
Joel said that's why those pricey figures come with multiple hands and sometimes heads.
Yeah. And honestly, the ones that look like too close to the actor sometimes creep me out. I'll be honest.
I love this. Zero will solve the case of the missing phaser. I need him to go on my floor and find it. Okay. I'm sure, like as soon as I'm off, I'll.
Okay, what does it say to do? I have the game up on my Switch now. Unlock.
As I said that.
Okay, unlock. It says unlock Jenkum interaction in game.
Okay, so
head to Protostar computer in video game and enter this code. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't got in there yet, so.
As I walk by, Jankum Pocket says, "Without Jankum, the ship would fall apart."
Without Jankum, all the action figures fall apart. I was like, I have a card. How did I lose it on my desk? Like, it just slipped over.
Which computer?
Oh yeah, the old Playmates toys in the '90s had the Delta
like,
stands. I have some of those. Actually, I do have a bag of those. At my old comic book store, they're like, "Do you want a bag of Star Trek figures?" I'm like, okay. I have no idea what parts are with it or not.
I'm just like going to different consoles trying to figure out which computer they mean on this video game.
Well, that's what I like. Just wandering around in those worlds are kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
Should we put the website up?
Sure. And then we can open.
Oh yeah.
We can keep going. Here, so
you want to do 0 next?
Now let's open 0. Here's 0 with like a sticker just totally on there.
My stickers actually peeled off pretty easily. I was happy about that.
No, wow. That broke. I was just throwing the trash into the box. I was throwing it on my desk and then I realized that was dumb. Oh yeah, this is a lot harder when it's not already falling apart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought, this would be really easy on air. It's not like it's unboxing, but it's like ripping open a box as opposed to just unfolding it nicely. Like,
and I'm like, oh, they must pre-open stuff where they do like nice unboxing videos. Okay, putting that to the side so I can do the code later.
Yeah, Steven says walking around the Protostar in the game is a lot of fun. Makes me wish I could go there for real. I love that ship. I agree. It's very cool looking.
I think
got the same thing.
0 must not stand at all on the stand because there's like a totally different stand and the
oh wow.
I think
so it's like one leg in here.
No. I think this might maybe make it look like 0's floating.
Okay, so you can take. That's cool.
Okay, let me. So 0's got.
Maybe they'll show that on the website.
Little medical.
That's pretty cool.
Thing.
Okay.
Which I closed because it could, and then I can't open. Okay.
Oh, little medical case. That's cool. Yeah. Like Dr. Crusher's bio briefcase or whatever they were.
Mm-hmm. And then I think this must be her medical tricorder. There.
Nice.
There. What is 0's gender? It's there, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I love that for some reason I like not voiced by a woman either. Here's a weird fun fact. My biggest things are kind of like Star Trek and Jane Austen and like Wizard of Oz, but the actor who plays 0 is in the 2020 version of Emma, and he had like this comedic role. He's one of the servants, doesn't speak. And then the Star Trek thing, he's in only speaking.
You don't see him.
Yeah.
Only speaking.
Which
That's funny.
I thought that was funny. He's really good in that. They have her father has these 2 servants that are like they are noticeable. Like they are like comedically there the entire movie.
R2D2 and C3PO.
Yeah, kind of. Like they're
Did they rip off George Lucas? No.
Spoiler for near the movie. They're like in a scene where like the 2 main characters are like confessing their feelings, like they're in the same room. And they start kissing, and they just like are like awkwardly look at each other and turn around.
That's funny.
This is my
that must have happened more often than not in those days.
It's really funny, and you should watch it. That's my hot take. And also, I also really like the Emma that came out in 2009, but that's a miniseries. Movies are a lot shorter than 4 episode miniseries. Here's 0.
Was that on BBC or was that
the miniseries was on BBC?
Miniseries? Okay.
It's on BritBox if you have that in. There's a trailer on BritBox. Cool. Don't bother watching it because it's insane. I made a TikTok because I was gonna send it to a friend to show her like what the miniseries is about. It puts like a modern pop song. It does like it's not at all like that's not at all the tone of the miniseries.
Yeah, that would make it sound like it's been like modern, like a
Yeah, it's like
reinterpretation or
I
something.
I would say the newer one, it would be closer to that, and it's still like it uses modern-ish music, but it's like folksy modern music. Whereas this is like trying to be like girl boss, like.
That's weird.
It was so weird that my friend ended up watching the miniseries with me, and then because I hadn't watched it in years, and I used to, like, it was one of my favorite things to watch in high school, and I made her watch that trailer with me, and she's like, "What?
Oh, does Zero's legs come off? Is that what it is? So he's just this floating ball?
I don't know if Zero's legs come off. Let me see if Zero came with instructions.
Speaking of trailers, I randomly came somebody was in a theater going to see Guardians of the Galaxy, and they ran The Little Mermaid and Transformers at the same time on top of each other. That's like amazing.
That looks
like that makes all those movies look better. Like I'm gonna watch that one.
All of Zero's limbs, including this little antenna, are removable.
Oh wow, okay.
And then
so you can put them in a backpack with C-3PO or Chewbacca, and you can.
That's fantastic. Let's see if I can.
So you can make it look like he's a floating ball.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's cool. I'm always scared to take those off because
I know. You know what? We're just gonna put him on the floating thing, and he could just look like he's doing a cannonball. Okay, you can't.
That's great. I love that.
It's just the antenna apparently is also removable.
I still want to figure out what with the new Murph his oops. He does not float.
That's right.
The bipedal version of Murph. He has like a floating.
Like, how does that work? It's almost like the dot of an eye.
Yeah, it reminds me of like The Sims or something like that.
It like like a plumb bob. I was gonna ask something, and it's going to sound insane if you don't know what I'm talking about. But did you ever watch the show The Good Place?
Yes.
Okay, it reminds me of the eye in Jeremy Bear Me, the dot of the eye. Like, what the hell is this?
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Was that what place you were supposed to go? I can't remember. It was like the time knife. I remember that.
Oh, I think you don't want to go to.
Oh, there was an IHOP.
The IHOP.
Yeah.
No, the top of the eye. They're like, it's Tuesday, and like.
Yeah, if nobody's seen the show, they have no idea what we're talking about. It's a group of people who wake up in the afterlife, and I won't spoil anything with it, but so things happen, and if
you haven't watched The Good Place, the less I tell you about The Good Place, the better.
Yes, just go watch it.
It is, I would say, top 5 favorite TV shows of all time. I do genuinely love that show. Also, I have a Jeremy Bear Me clock.
The ending was actually, I think, one of the best television.
The ending is so good.
I've ever seen. Yeah,
saw the last episode of The Good Place at the Draft House. They did a screening.
Oh wow!
Like live, and one of the people who worked there was dressed as Bad Janet, and was doing trivia. And if you got a trivia question right, you got a Jeremy Bear Me clock, and I got one of them right.
Oh wow!
I have that. It's somewhere upstairs.
That's cool.
I've never bothered putting batteries in it because there's no numbers on it, so I was like, I'm never gonna use this until time.
I'm trying to remember when the
I was gonna have Zero hang out like this.
Yeah, I was glad that I saw, because September of 2021 I think is when it ended. I'm glad I saw the ending then before Davey got sick and passed away, because I don't think I could have handled that ending when all of that was going on. It was like, I'm just very glad and I don't think I can revisit it anytime soon. But
that's fair. The Good Place is actually one of the shows.
It's amazing. He can make you laugh and cry at the same time, and it's really well written.
Zero's hand almost looks backwards, and maybe that's what Zero looks like. I don't know.
Oh, that is weird.
Huh, it'll be if anyone else has Zero, does the hand look backwards, or did I just like twist it doing something?
Oh, Snoopy McQueen sent
us. I could have twisted it trying to take it off.
Super sticker. Thank you, Snoopy.
You.
We need all the help we can get with her today. Oh, so why don't we look at the website, because we got about 15 minutes here.
Okay, let me present.
I guess we don't have to be exactly on time. I'm trying to take good care of a borrowed podcast. All right. We'll add that to the stream.
Putting all the accessories like in a pile together so I don't lose them. Here, and there's no sound yet.
There we go.
This computer terminal provides full access to the LCAR's computer network. It can be operated.
This is fun.
But Q comments on that. I didn't see that up there. You can turn him off.
Make no mistake, I'll be watching you.
Can you? Is he always watching you in secret though?
That's creepy. Did you authorize the cookie that allows him to always be watching you? So this is the website that you go to if you scan the QR code on the back of the
which I was like, I feel like kids would be into this website, especially because Prodigy, I would say, is like age range. I always think Prodigy is more like 10 as opposed to like younger than that. Yeah, I feel like I don't see a way to spend money on this website, so I feel like this is fine for a 10-year-old.
So if we go into Prodigy, or let's go through that first. I think will show the stuff that we. Oh, and you said that you can change the com badge.
Oh yeah. Button. This one changed to. Oh, this one changed to the Prodigy one when I went here.
Okay.
It was the TNG one before.
Yeah.
The trial is never over, apparently.
Yeah.
And apparently, I'm on trial too. I feel like something's supposed to be here.
Just choose one of the things up at the top. I think this is where it's not 100% fantastic, but
yeah.
But the 3D graphics and stuff, just it's done really nicely. So there's 0. Why don't you maybe you can see if they show the toy
0
or
10 points of articulation.
Oh, there you can see the hand.
Inspired by the new Star Trek Prodigy series. I don't know anymore.
I wonder how long this website's actually been up. No, where to buy? I guess it's products coming soon.
Yeah.
So there will be a way to purchase it at some point. So those take you out to.
I think this will. Summer 2023. Okay.
Well,
you can buy it from the Target website because I did that.
Yeah.
I very lazily actually bought it on my phone on the app. It just was like click, click, click.
Yeah, includes clear floating stand. Figure out 10 points of articulation for action-ready poses. So
it makes sense that not all of them have the same level of articulation because they're not all the same species.
But I think it's really cool that they do really look like the characters because they had literally the same files. So I did see that they have the Protostar and the Phaser, but I don't know if they're actually the toys or if they're just drawings of them.
Yeah, I do not understand how to take Zero's limbs off. That I will mess around with later. Okay, maybe if I go back.
Maybe only his legs come off.
It says limbs are removable as shown.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's telling me I can remove these limbs. I think this arm is backwards though. Compared to how it's aimed in, which that's interesting.
I wonder what the phaser is going to be like, or what it's going to do.
Yeah.
If you go to gear.
Okay.
I think they have it. What is that?
There's a skip button for these. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
wonder
guess
if it interacts with anything, or
it'll be fun if it was like a laser gun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But speaking of talking about old toys, I have from the 70s, the Star Trek Phaser 2 game. It's it basically shoots a light and reflects off of that bicycle reflector, which is this.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. But I think what's cool is that a lot of the Star Trek toys of the 70s didn't look. I mean, we're talking about how they had the files of the actual show. This didn't even look like it came from the show half the time. So the fact that this, although it's chunky because it's made for the flashlight, it does look like a phaser.
That is I don't mind if something for practical reasons has to be.
Right. And I'm imagining it has to at this point for that time.
For that being a toy, I kind of don't mind that it looks less like a gun than the actual phaser did for safety reasons. Oh, I got an arm off.
Oh, good.
Okay, what? Okay, it's shipped. So I'm guessing it's the Protostar.
Yeah. That one I didn't
Chip-
have a chance to look at very long, so I don't know if it's actually like a real model. Well, that's not a model. That's a 3D model.
That is a 3D model.
I don't think that's a toy.
I mean, hopefully
I'm
one
really
day.
curious to see what it does. Because I was basically told you will want to get it. I'm like, okay.
I mean, I like the Protostar, so I'm sure I'd want to get it.
Yeah.
I just like I feel almost like bad for the writers that like the toys are taking so long. Well, like, okay, I burst out laughing during the finale of Prodigy when during Zero's upgrade.
Got a new yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, that's definitely supposed to be a new toy. Like
this is all. It feels like that, where it's like, oh, there's a new Transformer, and there's this.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, it's
exactly.
like these totally should be toys. I agree. Yeah, I think
if I can get this other arm off, maybe I can put it back the way it should be.
Yeah, Joel says maybe they're on the wrong side.
Maybe I'll have to see when. Oh, I got leg off. Okay.
But yeah. I think if I was a writer or anybody there, that's like that has to be frustrating that the merch end of things don't seem to be keeping up with the.
I don't know, and I know obviously there have been supply issues for everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and like honestly, if they just said, "Hey, there's supply chain issues," I'd be like, "Okay, that's
totally
it's
realistic."
Just odd.
Yeah.
Or like
that is one thing that I think that we've noticed about. Like, it just seems like every big company lately, it's like they just don't want to say anything. We're not going to like tell you anything good or bad, or we're just like
it's
completely.
It's one of those like I would just rather you'd be honest with me.
Well, they were honest about the video game. I was actually really happy about that. Basically, it's like we don't want it to be, Cyberpunk 2077. We're fixing it before we release it.
Yeah, which was like great, good job. Yeah. Especially with,
I think it's coming next month or this month.
Yeah, I got to make sure if I can play it on my Mac. Especially with how the video game industry has been of late. With pushing releases, I would rather push release back than overwork employees.
That too. Definitely.
And it also kind of made sense to kind of like stagger the releases of the two big video games, Star Trek video games coming out anyways.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, that's true. And I guess that you could have kind of Protostar to fill in that gap too, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could have like any Star Trek toy based off the stuff that's out now, what would you want? What would be your
my dream thing that doesn't exist?
Dream thing that doesn't exist, yeah.
God.
Murph.
I mean, a Murph plush that's available everywhere would be. That's definitely up there. I would like. I don't think this exists. Like a Deep Space Nine like play set where you could like walk around the promenade. Like not me walk around the promenade because that would be too big, but. Like a Deep Space Nine where you could like take the top off and maybe you have like a little
just a little
like
ops quirks.
Little quirks product like that med bay.
Like a Playmate thing from the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. That Deep Space Nine.
That would be cool. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of what I would want. It's all this. Oh, one thing I did mention to Aaron, who was like, "Oh my gosh, I want that." It would be cool if we had a Zero that was also a Bluetooth speaker. And so when the sound came out, the light would flash like he's talking.
Okay, now I want that.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a Bluetooth speaker that was the Enterprise, right? The Enterprise D.
I think so, yeah.
Steven,
I want more props, tricorders, phasers, hypospace, etc. Yeah.
Also, stuff like that would be good for cosplay. Would be great.
Yeah. Well, you know
what?
Actual uniforms that you can get at a reasonable price that are consistent and people don't look at it sideways when you're at a premiere and you're like you're wearing a Chinese knockoff suit or something.
I'm sorry that I have an official Discovery uniform and it's bad.
Yeah.
I have never worn it anywhere.
Oh wow. That's not good.
I have a one. I don't think there ever was an official of this one, so I don't feel bad. But I have a knockoff from like Cosmart, like everyone else.
Yeah.
Of the the Enterprise from Discovery uniform.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I really wanted to be right after the short treks with Spock and Una came out.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be Una for Halloween, so I bought that. And then I bought, so it's the same like cut of that Discovery uniform. And then I bought an actual Discovery uniform from the website. For instance, on my knockoff, it's like snaps. It's Velcro on my Discovery one. And like the zipper like won't work.
Oh no. That's not good.
So I'm sorry that the Chinese knockoffs are better quality. Like,
yeah. And also consistently available. Like I don't know where to actually find some of the actual stuff. But now there's so many shows and so many uniforms that it's like, I think the only people who are doing the knockoffs seem to be able to keep up.
Yeah. Or like, why is it either knockoff for like the Strange New Worlds away team jacket? I really want one.
Oh, yes.
It's either knockoff, and I can't really tell the quality. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Which is why I haven't gotten one yet.
Or it's $1 billion.
300. Sorry. Yeah. My actual faux leather jacket, I got it from Target for $30. Like,
well, what is it, Valente or the Voltar or that one brand where they have like the kind of they're inspired by the different those jackets. Those are $600. I'm just like,
those jackets. I was like,
I can't afford that.
They're not
that good.
I
also live in LA.
I
where
feel
I can't
like
wear
the only piece of clothing I could think of spending like that much money on would be like a wedding dress. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I
have a friend who bought me an insanely expensive pair of shoe boots things, and it's just like I'm scared to wear them half the time because it's like they could never replace
like, you know what? It'd be one like, or if like boots for like hiking or something that I would get. If they were like something for practical use,
That's true. That makes sense.
Justify the price of that jacket.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I really wanted that jacket is compared to other Starfleet or Star Trek stuff, I would wear that out. Like I could wear that over like a dress. Like I wear dresses a lot. I could wear that over a dress and it would be like, someone might be like, oh, is there a Star Trek thing on the back? I'd be like, yeah, but I like this jacket. Like,
yeah.
And
the amount of money that you have to pay for the jacket, you could like get a plane ticket and go visit a friend or something, or like
exactly. I bought a plane ticket yesterday. It was less than that jacket. Round trip. Like,
I need to figure out my Las Vegas plans.
Anyway, it does look like Zero's a ball now.
Oh, there. That's cool.
No, just have Zero's limbs.
It'd be funny if he's just holding one of his limbs.
Yeah. I wonder if I could make it so Jankum's holding Zero's limbs.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Should I open Gwen?
Sure. And then what's in the universe tab on the...
Oh,
I can't control your screen.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was interesting.
Systems apparently are all access was granted to something.
Yeah. Wonder if it's just loading?
I can't tell if it's loading or if there's just nothing here.
Yeah. Oh, is it all? No, that's... So universe is the other... This is the other stuff up there then?
Oh, we went back to the main menu.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it is. I see. Content. Yeah, so if you hit universe there, you go back to the main LCARS.
Okay. See if I hit content here, what happens? You hit the protostar.
Oh, they're trailers.
We tried
the official trailers of stuff that we saw long, long ago.
Let's see what Murph looks like now. If this actually loads.
Whoa! I can't wait to say hi to you, Murph!
And I can't wait to get out of here! Hog! The proto drive!
Way ahead of you, Captain!
Oh, I forgot the Rangers Okada was there for that.
I still want to know what's going on with that.
You're in more trouble than I am.
It's funny because here's my I never liked the Rangers Okada, so like
I thought the way he like just disappeared would be one of those things like, oh, and then he'll show up later as like, oh, he's doing this or helping, but it turns out no, he just was a jerk and left.
To be fair, I guess that tracks with what we know about.
The real me is hunting us with a quantum
totally
slipstream
like
dot package.
getting that off.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Zero. Keep up those evasive maneuvers. Wasn't swerving on purpose, Captain.
They're
This is a good
hailing
scene.
us.
Do not answer that hail. If we open a direct link, the living construct will infect them.
Guys, we have a development.
Your action
Oh, we
figure is
don't
out of
actually
date.
don't get to see what Murph looks like now.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was probably a teaser for at the time.
I think so.
I think the fact that also that there's a Halloween 3. This is like a YouTube thing. Like,
It's just
what?
YouTube, so it's just like clips of
Yeah.
things I've been watching.
Oh, I don't think someone's gonna. That would be a bad thing for kids to see. I could see that as being. Hey, look, our unboxing is there.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Hey, there's
It's, oh no! If you click that, we're gonna get the same thing I had.
here's a
with
clip from Ted Lasso. Here's Melissa Benoist and her husband singing a theater song.
Oh boy!
Let's leave that
hilarious.
alone. Let's get out of here.
Wasn't there one that we saw with the Q on the main page?
Let's go back to universe and see. I guess I use YouTube fairly normally. I was like, I could feel like that could have gone poorly if something weird popped up on the YouTube, but I had to be like, no, I can explain.
Oh, yeah, Joel had it. Like, I don't know if should we be playing this trailer audio?
I don't know. Let's maybe not click on those anymore. You're probably right.
Let's see if it gets removed. Hopefully not.
If you said a Q thing on the main menu.
Yeah, there was like
It's
it was
Q,
down,
I think
like it was one we saw. I think it was content. I thought it was a video.
Content is more videos, which I'm not sure we should play.
Activated.
No, but we can. I think at the bottom left is where we saw it before. Once it actually. Oh yeah, the Starbase.
I love how blurry that is.
Oh yeah, there is Star Trek toy collection commercial. I guess we could do
Okay.
that. That's a commercial.
I don't know. If Father, are you still in the chat?
Yeah, exactly. What do you think?
I got Gwen Stabby thing.
Oh, cool. Her metallic, whatever. It had a name, right?
I think it did. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that it's like this is just essentially content is YouTube.
Content is YouTube.
So okay, the site isn't quite as great as I thought it was, but it's still a lot of it's neat looking.
Click the commercial.
Activated.
Boldly go. I'll go back in a second.
Starfleet Academy.
Oh.
Oh.
Actually,
well,
this wouldn't make sense.
Wait,
till...
why is Starfleet Academy in the ocean? Oh,
Close
the
enough.
original series phaser.
Original
What does that have to do with
series
Starfleet
phaser.
Academy? Ooh, maybe it's being set in that time period.
I mean, that seems unlikely, but
Yeah.
just from what we know.
Was that available now?
Yeah, that's been out. I think I
Oh, okay.
have it's still in the box. I have that. I could grab it in a second.
I have the tricorder phone thing. You connect to your phone. to answer it.
Oh, I do too. It's not.
I've never used it. I need to do that. I took it once when we did the Roddenberry Night of Diversity, and I was playing a science officer, so I just flip it open and.
I also have the badge that you can do. The badge I kind of stopped wearing though. It doesn't work that well.
Did you notice that like the paint comes off in like 2 seconds? Yeah,
the paint
I want to
comes
give
off
it to a friend who actually does correct painting and have him like remove it and put it back on.
Oh, that's a
Are
that's
you
a good
quite
idea.
finished?
Oh, geez.
I may have
Hi.
forever, but you don't.
I was talking to someone, Q.
Are you quite finished? Maybe he's
Wow.
reminding us that it's 6 o'clock.
Q is being a dick. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get.
But
I'm
very
sorry.
well timed.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this like toy out of here, Q. Her shield is like stuck.
Yeah, I would say that I don't know if we're not grading these necessarily, but I would say you know, like an A+ for the actual sculpt and everything. Like,
Mhm.
kind of like a C for how it's all stuck together and just sort of.
I like.
I mean, I
get
don't know.
it.
I don't play with
You know
toys
what?
that
I will
often.
say
So.
we didn't lose any. I mean, I guess you did lose the
No.
phaser for a second.
Well, I found it again. So.
But like,
Yeah. These any kind there's an action figure, something that's like this is going to be hard to put onto a hand.
yeah, this
Because
this
it's
works
like-
pretty
it's
well. You put
tiny.
this on here.
Oh, I forgot you had a shield.
Yeah.
I know. So many buttons, so little time. Hit something.
I don't piss off Q anymore. I don't know how to get
You
back.
can turn Q off actually, but
It's kind of funny to just. Oh, I made it bigger.
oh,
Um,
where to buy? How do you go back?
I don't know.
Oh, back is left. There's a main nav and left. It's actually in the L cars.
Oh. Okay, we're going content. We're gonna play
Specify
that.
search
Although when we
parameters.
tried to play the toy commercial
Search
before we were
mode
on the live
activated.
stream, it didn't
Starbase
work.
6.
So.
It didn't work because we didn't have audio, I think, or something, didn't it?
Oh no, like we heard it, but like we didn't show the sound.
Oh, that's right.
Is this supposed to? Does she have a bat?
I've come to give you a little taste of your future. A preview of things to
no.
come. The hall is rented.
I mean, this is a bat lift,
The
right?
orchestra
Does look like a bat
engaged.
lift, yeah.
Now it's time to see if you can. dance.
Maybe there was something that got cut from an episode.
Maybe. I'll have to let me see. Keep talking and I will see if Aaron answers.
Yeah.
I'll message him.
And then her pointy thing. Okay, I'm gonna play the toy commercial.
What do you think?
Priority 1 message
I don't remember
from
what's. Does
Starbase.
anyone else remember?
Playmates Toys, the finest collectibles within the Star Trek universe. How you choose to get around out here makes so little sense. Ooh, mon capitaine. Who would have thought that they would have been so
I have some of these, but I've kind of kept
Certainly
them in the
not
box,
I.
so I just don't really know which way to
Starfleet.
put them up right now.
Such
In the
drama.
finale, she used that Matlab. Thank you.
Oh, please. You're all such savages. Enjoy your little trek through the stars. I'll see you out there.
I'm betting he was filming something for Picard, and there. Can you just do this for us for 2 seconds?
Yeah. Exactly.
And he was like, "Sure, how much you gonna pay me?" I mean, I'm sure he asked other questions too, but like, as we learned,
We were saying
right?
before this show, it's like he's just him being him, it seems like.
I mean, as everyone in Hollywood deserves to get paid. As like,
Well, yeah,
Uh,
it's funny. Like the when you talk
now
with
that
actors,
they're
like, there's like if you don't really know much about Hollywood, like there's this thing in the back here. Oh, they must be rich because they're on TV or whatever. It's like no, they're working actors just like we are working. People
I mean,
to a point.
there's a reason why I would imagine for some actors the dream is to like get on the show where you could do a convention circuit
Yeah.
and like make money that way.
Yeah, for the people who are just like, oh, I can't believe I have to be stuck with Star Trek for the rest of my life. Oh no, you have an income for the rest of your life. How horrible
Yeah.
for you.
Oh god, I know it was a Star Trek actor. I can't remember which one. Someone asked like, "Are you were something about being typecast?" He's like, "I'm just glad I'm getting cast."
Yeah.
I feel like in my head it's either Leonard Nimoy or Jonathan Frakes, and I don't know why I think that.
Kind of sounds like something Tim Russ would say too, a little bit.
It does sound like something Tim Russ would say, but I feel like I heard it years and years ago before I'd really watched
Oh.
Voyager, and I knew who it was when they said that.
Could have been Leonard.
Yeah,
I think that probably it sounds something like he would say.
it
Even
does.
though he got cast in other things, but that does sound very
Yeah.
much like him.
So, and I'm thinking this goes like, they're trying to make it look like it's like wrapped around her hand. I think. Okay, that kind of works. To make it look like it's like wrapped around.
Yeah. So yeah, no answer from Aaron. He's probably eating or something.
What we
he has
can't
a baby
just
on
have
the way. They're coming. Yes.
Rats.
He actually, we heard about it. I think really early on from when he was on behind the scenes of one of the streams that we were doing,
Nice.
which was fun.
What are those
but,
things where
yeah.
you said it? It was like, oh wait, keep that to yourselves.
I think so.
Yeah.
But then I think he's due. The baby is due this month. I don't know if it's a boy or girl if they know yet.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that's very exciting for him.
Now let's
So
see. Clips of the West Wing.
Is that because we were talking
video.
about the West Wing? Before the show, we mentioned the West
was
Wing.
talking about a scene from the West Wing with a friend a couple days ago and sent her the scene. So I
Okay.
think that's why.
Got it.
Oh
yeah, because it's pulling from your YouTube. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's my YouTube.
Star Trek Playmate Toys.
I think a live stream from Green Ronin, which makes sense because I did a live stream for them a couple weeks ago.
Cool.
Yeah, this website's kind of insane. Like, I feel like there's probably some other insane thing we haven't even.
Probably. What is the history? Do we get like a timeline?
Oh, of the toys?
No, I don't know. Like of just Star Trek. There's the history button in the upper left.
Oh,
on the main nav there. Yeah.
Search parameters.
I don't know. I just want to know what
Search
history
mode
meant.
Activated. Memory alpha.
Oh.
I
go to Memory Alpha.
I know. I understand Memory Alpha is a real thing in the Star Trek universe, but like,
I'll be watching you, and if you're very lucky, I'll be dropping by to say hello from time to time.
God, who was I joking with? The ultimate.
I feel like that should be like something on a watch or something like that. You just like it little pops up every once in a
while. Is this the history?
That's
of
timeline.
Like,
is what is that? It's just the history.
Figures and role plays.
Huh.
I think it's
Leah
more
Thompson,
videos.
Director.
Yeah.
It's just more videos. Oh, you can scroll. That's cool.
Yeah. Jonathan Frakes, director.
Okay, so it's just
who is Q?
Who is Q?
Can you imagine if you were on this website and didn't know who Q was? They were just like, who the hell is this?
Go to, but underneath View All on the left, it says Star Trek History. I wonder if you can like specify.
Oh, no.
Now the universe has just gotten smaller.
Whee! Oh, it's a filter, basically.
Yeah, and then this has the choice.
It has possibilities.
So what was there anything, because I remember you said something about Aaron saying a couple things.
Yeah, I kind of peppered it along.
Okay,
the way.
cool. I was like, anything
I can check. I don't think I just know that we're going to be very excited about the
prototype.
Oh, I know. Oh, there was I think they were also exploring Zero lighting up at one point, but the cost to the manufacturing was prohibitive. So they think maybe one day, like maybe we might get like a version that lights up.
See, that's what I want though. I want this to be super like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how much this is, but like a parent will buy this toy for their kid, and then also I want to be able to have the light up one eventually with my adult money, who I don't, have a family yet. I can do whatever the hell I want with my money. This apparently also comes off, but it's so small, I'm scared I'm going to break it. The little antenna apparently comes off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Is it time for me to put an end to your trek through the stars?
You know what?
You might actually be.
I turned it off. I got annoyed.
Here, let's see. I'll just. Oops. How do I undo? What?
I think him saying like, should I put an end to your trek? I was like, no, shut up. Like.
But it also is like it's kind of when it's time to close the show out. Actually, I feel like somebody's watching us and they just like clicked the thing and activated it on time. Clippy Q.
Oh my god! What if it was Badgie? You know what? That's what I like.
That would have been so much better.
It would be good, except if a kid actually stumbled upon this website. Maybe not Badgie.
Yeah, that's true.
But I actually, you know what I want? I want a Chrome extension with Badgie.
Okay, yeah.
Like, just pop it up. I don't want it to actually cause mischief because that would be annoying, but
like if they're doing, they always do pins and stuff like that. Even if they're doing figures, I want the one where he's like, it's doing the loading, where he's like blank fix. It just feels like that would be so good to have put in front of your computer or something, because that like when you're waiting for things.
Fun would be like a Badgie like thing, but it was like a screen, so more like a Tamagotchi thing where it like changed what it was doing.
There you go. I like that.
Okay, anyone else with fun ideas for Star Trek?
Why don't we wrap it? We'll get the audience their ideas, and then we'll head out.
I want, but I do want in general just more stuff for like Deep Space Nine and Voyager and like Enterprise.
I think probably Enterprise, yeah.
And then I think there's stuff for Discovery, and there's starting to be stuff for the newer shows. But I'm kind of surprised there isn't more Lower Deck stuff.
Yeah. I'm assuming
Like,
there's
not
like a
in
lot
the
of
same
like
way I was surprised there wasn't more Prodigy stuff. But like, I
a
guess we're
figure
getting the
of Dreadnought
Prodigy.
being a those,
But
yes, the Dreadnought table. It's like the Transformer.
that would be like, but a Dreadnought action figure would be fun. Like, I feel like you
Yeah.
want the villains too.
Yeah.
And I feel like this was always a
I wonder if you get
problem.
like the Trill, what's her name? Like maybe you could do something with like remember back in the 80s, they would have like if you put water or heat on them or something, they would change. Maybe
yeah.
she could go from Trill to whatever the Vindicator or whatever her name was.
I remember having this problem with toys when I was growing up, that they didn't always necessarily have like every character or every villain, and me like I would have the Star Trek action figures and then like have to use like my Barbies to like fill out the cast. I do remember doing this with like, there actually weren't Harry Potter Barbies. There are now, and I'm mad about it. That there were when I was a kid in the height of Harry Potter. But I had like this stuffed Harry Potter doll that I would play with, and I had like this Ken that I'm pretty sure was supposed to be John Smith from like, there was a bunch of others. It was supposed to be John Smith.
Pocahontas.
But we'd used him for Lucius Malfoy because he had kind of long blonde hair. We had to get creative.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Also, at some point,
it
I
feels
had
like
a John
the people
Smith
who
Ken and realized I didn't like John Smith. So
I feel like sometimes the people who manufacture it like don't really know the show. Because they'll like, who wanted this? No one wanted this.
The big act where they only do the biggest character, and if someone is like a kid's playing, they want everyone.
Right.
Like it's I wrote like, and I might have been the only one who thought of this, but like I played American Girl dolls when I was a kid. But one thing is like they would make they had the main girl, but they never had any of like her other, like I think now they have like their best friend, but never like, I often like their parent character or whatever. You know, like can't really. Like,
who is this? I didn't hear the very beginning of it. It seemed like a cutout.
And they're American.
Oh, American Girl does it. You're having like a little bit of like drop off for some reason.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Is this any better?
There you go.
Closer?
Yes.
Okay.
I think if you are too far away, it like doesn't hear you right at first or something.
The mic, it's not always the best. This mic was from Amazon. Like, but yeah, I think sometimes there was like a problem with like people don't actually like understand like the entire story. And like occasionally I feel like Transformers was really good about that. They would assume like you want
That's true.
Autobots and you want Decepticons. Like,
yeah.
And
GoBots and
people want the villains too, like her dad.
Yeah, that'd be yeah, he could still be an interesting character.
I kind of don't see them making one now. But
yeah, I was like, maybe. Yeah.
I feel like what happened? I was trying to remember. I need to rewatch some episodes of Prodigy. What happened to Dreadnought? I feel like Dreadnought could still like be a threat.
Didn't he get shot at? Oh no, he took what's her face? He turned into a suit basically, like a Tony Stark thing, and just flew off with her.
So yeah, I feel like they're
I'm
still
assuming
gonna be a
that
threat.
she'll come back. Yeah.
And then it made more sense that Jamila Jamil and the guy who was playing Dreadnought that is also on Westworld and Always Sunny and Psych, and that they would stay around as voice actors more than the older actor that was playing her father. That like I could see the appeal to him for like one season and then I'm done.
Yeah. That's true.
He's older.
They didn't learn anything from the whole diviner, like the what is it, the living construct, because Picard season 3 still happened to be like, well, automate everything. I guess that there's also changeling influence there at that point. Spoilers, sorry.
sometimes Star Trek has this thing where I like to call the Jane Austen 90s effect, where everyone decided to do the same thing at the same time, where you're just like,
We
how
had
did
3 endings that had automation. Did you notice
yeah,
that? Like
or like
Lower
how
Decks
yeah,
and
or how
yeah.
like 2 shows had Riker specifically coming to save the day. Like
He's just that kind of guy.
he's just like I mean, he would. It's not
Yeah.
a bad ending. It's just weird that he did it. It's just like
You had a
that.
Packlet party and you didn't invite me?
Yeah. It's that that sound that's on TikTok a lot, but it's actually from Phineas and Ferb. Is like if I had if I had a nickel for every time I think I was possessed by a puppet. He's like, I'd had 2 nickels, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Yeah,
Actually,
he was a friend of our neighbors.
oh really?
They were
He
yeah,
seems
and
really
so
nice.
he's really nice. It was Henry's birthday, and he had a Phineas and Ferb, styled birthday,
Mhm.
and Kurt, who was the neighbor, it's like, and Dan Poffenbear is coming. I'm like, what? And so it's like, I made because I was making for Henry's birthday a deep birthday defuninator. So it's this thing where you
Oh.
put cupcakes in one side and it comes out
Yeah.
broccoli on the other. So
Mhm.
I made this whole thing and set it up, and it was the first time he'd ever seen an inator made in person, like in real life. And so he was super excited about it. Like it just turned into like, yeah, I guess Henry's birthday is happening. I'm going to talk to this guy. It's like it took over.
That's
But it was
really
great.
fun.
He was very nice.
Because I have watched some Phineas and Ferb now, but I was like in a weird age where I was like, when Phineas and Ferb came out, I was like too old for Phineas and Ferb, but like too not like
You're
not
never
old
too old
enough.
for Phineas and Ferb.
Well, not old enough to realize that like it was still an enjoyable show and I could have watched it.
Got it.
I was like early high school.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like and so now
even I
I've like
was
gone
like-
back and watched, but I gone back and watched because I just kept seeing Dan Pomenayer on like TikTok. I was like, he seems really nice. Like,
Yeah. And they're doing more. There's going to be
yeah,
new Phineas and
their
Ferb,
writing
which is
room just
very cool.
started.
Yep. Like a
And
couple
yeah,
days
I'm
ago.
like keeping up with him now because I was like just genuinely because I enjoyed watching him.
And I love his reactions to other things on the
Yeah.
web, which is really great. So
Oh,
it's like
like, I
sometimes it's like, oh,
love-
that's my reaction, or
Yeah.
the Perry the Platypus things,
Oh yeah.
where it's a blue thing with or
A
teal thing with
platypus.
yeah,
It's
and then they put a
Perry the
brown thing on
Platypus.
top. I have a Perry the Platypus. It's in my storage unit.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I
I have most of my life is in my storage unit at this point because like I
That's
went from a
fair.
house to an apartment, which is actually kind of nice because I can just take things out and it's like, ooh, I haven't seen this in a while.
That is
Put something else
nice.
back.
I
Yeah.
know my brother and although I don't know, they recently moved to a house, so maybe they got rid of it. My brother and his wife at least used to have a storage unit, and they would keep a lot of their like winter clothes there during the summer. They live in
Oh,
LA,
yeah.
so like it's not like they needed that much winter clothes.
Although lately, for here, it's not
Yeah.
like it was 50
Oh, I
this
think
morning.
his wife is from the Philippines. She was like, I'm
Oh,
not,
okay.
I'm not having this. Like why
That
is
would
it
be
so
really cold for her, probably.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah. Yeah, I had somebody who grew up in Hawaii or something like that, and they moved here, and I'm like,
Oh.
how different could it be? And it's just like apparently it is very different.
I
Yes, we're
don't-
both warm, but not always like the same type of warm.
It's
and
like more
it's
tropical
too dry
in
here for
Hawaii.
them. Yeah.
It's the heat in California is so dry. It was super dry for me, and Texas is not that. I mean, parts of Texas can be pretty humid.
Yeah.
I went to visit my brother once in LA, and a fucking heat wave came in, and so it was the same heat, same amount of hot, just dry. And of course, the day of this heat wave is the day I'd bought tickets to go to Disneyland. And so my
But dry
friend
heat
and
is still better than like damp heat, I guess, if you're walking around a lot.
I'm used to damp heat.
Oh, okay.
So the thing
makes
is,
me just
my
ill.
throat got so dry because there was no moisture in the air
Yeah.
that we were just like
That's why you
downing
have Dole
water
Whips.
bottles. Yeah. Oh,
Um,
Joel. Wave 2 should be Rock, the
Yes.
Diviner, Janeway, and Dreadnought, and also
I think
a Mirth
Rock
Blush
and Janeway
of
are
some
coming.
kind
Yes,
that is not
exactly.
available somewhere besides New York Comic Con.
I was so surprised. Like this is like the marshmallow dispenser. This was an incredibly cheap amount of money for what it was like $6 or something like that. Like you don't know
so
how much this
jealous.
is worth, and I am not telling you. I'm going to buy it.
So jealous.
I'm
Like
sorry.
I also
I actually bought it for somebody originally for them, and I was like, "You won't believe what I got you." It's like, "Oh no, wait, first let me show you what I got." I'm like, "That's exactly what I just got you." Like,
Oh no, I've had that happen
Yeah.
before.
And she's like, "Well, that's cool. Well, now you have one." I was like, "Okay, I guess I do."
I also like I think what broke me about them not making a Murph plush is when there was a Murph plush in the show.
Yeah.
That
What
was
was that? What was it? What was it? When was that in the show?
it was when Rock was
Wait.
stuck in that time thing.
Oh,
Rock made one because she was lonely.
yes. I remember that. That one, I need to go back and watch that episode again because something was happening that week or something, and I have
Yeah.
very little memory of it. Because every once in a while, it's like, why is she so? Oh, that's right. She spent forever like learning all of this science stuff.
I
Yeah, Time Amuck is the episode. That...
I like, and I've heard they said they have trouble with like the lines of Murph to make a bunch of plushes, but I was like, it doesn't. There's enough Baby Yodas out there. I feel like if you can figure out that mold.
It feels like you could just do like a silhouette.
I don't know.
Stitch
And I'm
them
like,
together
I was
and
like, is
stuff
the
it or something.
is the new Murph easier to make into a plush? I will also take
I
that.
don't think so, but yes.
Like,
I was like, I'd like a toy of Admiral Janeway or the other adult Starfleet officers. I like those Prodigy uniforms. Yes.
I would like toys of those. That feels less likely to happen, but like I want them.
Erin had somebody make her the uniform for Erin McDonald, who is canonically is now in the show,
so she
could play herself.
Yeah, good for her.
So that was fun. Yeah, she wore it when we had the Strange New Worlds DVD release thing, which it was a very weird like why are we doing that? Like I'm not complaining because we're all a bunch of Star Trek people got together and had nachos basically and did a trivia game.
Nachos
but I don't
coming up in my life recently, and I don't have any, and it makes me sad.
Well, I might have to go get something related to nachos or something because it's Cinco de Mayo.
I should. Everything's probably closing. It's like 8:30, so maybe not.
Get a what is it? Grubhub or something.
Yeah. Well, some of the fast food Mexican places might still be open. I mean, I would name them, but I don't think you have Taco Cabana.
No, we do not.
The worst comes to worst, I could.
Do you have a Pollo Loco?
I've heard of that, but I'm not positive.
It's crazy chicken. This is what it stands for. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's better than Taco Bell for me, I think. But
here's the thing:
Taco Bell's that good standard of like you always know what you're gonna get. It's not gonna be great, but you're gonna get consistency.
So what I like at Taco Bell is I only ever want to get the insane Taco Bell things. I want to get the weird like thing made with like Doritos. I want to get the like Mexican pizza. I want to get like the thing that's a knockoff ripoff. I never want to just get a taco at Taco Bell.
Oh, I was so mad that they never actually made one of those somewhere. It's like that would have been a perfect thing to do with.
Basically had one. They had like it was like, but I'm guessing there was just branding issue. They couldn't call it that.
But they should have done some sort of deal with like Disney or something like that. That would have been really fun.
I don't know, like I think for a long time Disney had a toy deal with McDonald's.
Yes.
So I think maybe they could only work with McDonald's at that time.
Is McDonald's owns Taco Bell?
No, I was saying maybe they couldn't work with other fast food restaurants.
Oh, no, it's Disney. Oh, got it. Yeah, you're right. I got it.
While Disney was working with McDonald's.
Yes. I was going backwards for some reason. Yeah. And then didn't they switch to Burger King now? Or something? I don't know. There was like,
I don't know.
They had a falling out.
I don't know I don't know where to get toys.
I haven't been to a fast food restaurant in a really long time.
I haven't gone to one that I think has like kids meals like that in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, In and Out. I guess I've eaten there a couple times.
The last time I ate, the last couple of times I've eaten at a McDonald's that wasn't in like another country where they have like good quality beef, I did not feel great after, so I kind of stopped eating there. And then the last time
in LA, we luck out because we have a lot of just really good random. You have to find.
I've got like We've got local
And you
places
probably do
here.
too.
Yeah, like I've
Yeah.
got like a place called P. Terry's. It's great. It's kind of in and out-esque. We've got Whataburger. I don't know. Like if I want a burger, I've got a lot better options than McDonald's these days.
Yeah. We had a
And
place,
honestly,
I think it was Taco King, and it
I've
was
gone
like
to
a neighborhood.
of like the more major ones. I've gone to Wendy's more often, but that was because I used to work at Home Goods, and there was a Wendy's in the parking lot, and that was that I had a 45-minute lunch break. That was the only place. And Wendy's has good salads. If I didn't want something super heavy, I would get that.
I remember the Wendy's, the square burgers, and there was something there that I really liked when I ate there. I don't know what it is now.
Are they still
Maybe they're
square? The last time I had a burger
I
there, I
don't
feel
know.
like it wasn't. I think I got a burger there once while I was, but it wasn't bad. It was too heavy to go back to working a retail job after eating.
Got it.
I was like, oh, this was a bad idea.
So wrapping up.
Wrapping up. So we stop talking about food.
No, yeah. I'm like, I want to go get food now.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
We're hungry. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So just like toys on a like scale of 1 to 5 or something like that. What would you say?
Honestly,
for what it is,
I'd give it a 5. It's a toy that's meant to be played with. Like,
yeah.
This is durable. I didn't break any of those detachable things, taking them off.
And it's not going to. They're not
I
pop
like.
off
I've not been treating these gently, and they like.
Yeah.
Like I feel like once I get this on,
the detail is really good.
The detail's really good. Like this is like. Let me double check how much I paid. Actually, no, that's not my phone. That's
on Amazon. They do weird pricing where it's like if they charge more for what they expect to sell faster or something. I don't know. It's like within $2, but it's very strange.
Target, everything had the same price. Yeah, I saw that on Amazon. I thought it was weird. And then on Target, they were all the same price, which I didn't, because I once found a bunch of Star Trek action figures at a Target, and they were all different prices. It was really weird. Let me purchase history. They were all $12.99.
Okay, that's good.
Which like is a good price for like they all come with accessories. Doll comes with another character.
Yeah, I guess Murph by himself would have been not. I mean, you can make it. You couldn't make him bigger because then he'd be out of scale.
Yeah,
with the
I
other
feel like
figures,
if Murph,
so
a bigger Murph
has to
needs to
be
be part
parts.
of a different product thing.
Yeah, or if he was that Murph would come with something with it or something like I don't know, control panel or something that he
like
could
honestly
stick on.
you would think you would get Murph with the Protostar.
That's true. That makes sense.
And then that would be a good selling point because every kid's gonna want Murph, and then
right.
But maybe they didn't want to do that because they're like, that would be like annoying for the parents.
Apparently, my Zero is coming
stand.
Tuesday now, so it's gotten faster than the 18th. That's weird.
I love.
Yeah, the stand is great. That's a really great idea. They seem to have at least thought about the characters and what they did in the show.
Like the fact that like his hand comes off, fantastic. I genuinely, where's the camera? I genuinely love that.
Is it just all plastic? Yeah, they are.
Yes, they're all just plastic because they're good durable plastic though. But again, these are things meant to be played with.
Yeah,
they're meant to be,
which is great. Like you said, that is great. I like that.
Yeah,
we're reaching a point where hopefully that we can have the adult stuff, the kid stuff, different ranges.
And like if they need to focus on one type of toy line for Prodigy, it should be stuff to be played with because Prodigy,
as much as we like it, it is not for us.
Love watching Prodigy. Prodigy is for children. Also, even the collectible action figures are mostly plastic, right?
Yeah,
or like vinyl is still a type of plastic.
Yeah, there's like, and there are parts of, like weapons and stuff. Sometimes are more metallic or whatever. But yeah, I think it's just different types of plastic essentially.
I don't.
Unless they're porcelain or something. Mac Mannix DJ said, I got He-Man toys, £5. Oh, is it $5 or I mean 5 pounds as in money or 5 pounds as in weight? Yeah. Then they stopped the good price. Yeah, so that was that is a good price. Although I don't know what is in America.
But yeah, also like
it to dollars.
Since these are toys that are meant to be played with, plastic is safer than having anything metal on it because if something metal breaks, it becomes sharp.
And except
in a way that
for,
plastic
I mean,
doesn't.
you could swallow these for sure. They're like
Yeah, I
smaller
mean,
than
these
some of my
aren't toys
pills,
for
but
like. I'm sure these say at least 3 and under. Like
it
these are
says 4+.
Yeah, it says 4+.
So,
So
and it
they
does
don't
say
like.
warning choking hazard, small part,
Yeah.
not for children under 3. So yeah.
Yeah. So,
But the
it's
fact that you can
same
also get the
thing-
in-game lock, which is cool, so you can get.
Oh yeah,
like,
that is
you know,
cool. But yeah, same
the-
thing. Warnings on those are on all like Barbie
Yeah.
dolls.
Yeah.
So I've got a hand. Just
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
here.
It sounds like at one point they did talk about having them kind of be more interactive with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you like
I
they have those
honestly-
extra. I'm kind of glad they didn't.
I kind of prefer this for playing
Yeah.
to encourage like toys like this. Like the psychological reason is you want to encourage it like imaginative play.
Right. Because if you have the thing where they have to interact a specific way, you
Yeah.
get kind of mentally,
You
boxed
get
into
stuck
that.
in that.
Yeah.
Like,
Even though you don't have to.
Well, because like I know I had Barbie dolls that were like ballerinas, and then I would eventually like tire of them because you could only do ballerinas with them.
Donnie Pearson's current favorite Star Trek show is Prodigy.
I mean, it's really good. It's too hard for me to pick. I feel like it's the one I'm watching at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's sometimes I can like this is not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm usually
but they're all.
I'm just here to
it's like
vibe and have a
pizza.
good
There's
time.
good pizza. Like it's like even bad pizza. It's like it's still pizza.
Yeah.
It's hard to well, you can ruin pizza, but it's hard to.
I
do.
mean, don't as long as you don't burn my pizza, I'm usually good.
Yeah. Don't burn your Star Trek. Don't use the burn in Star Trek. There.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to set that up.
But it worked so well.
Oh.
So
yeah, I like these toys. They feel like they're good quality where like kids not gonna like break super easily.
Yeah, definitely not.
The
stands have the same problem that every action figure since time immemorial.
This stand actually works pretty well.
That one works really well. Yeah, that actually is cool. So,
actually, I will say Gwen's staying on really well. I think I
like the ones that have like the hole in the back and they just sort of stand like so you can balance them better. But
I think I always wonder, does Jenkem even need the stand?
He seems like he's got a big enough base to.
Maybe he does. Yeah, I think he's a little top heavy.
If Dal could actually stay on his Delta, he can stand. He can.
I got Jenkem to stand without the stand. Okay.
Oh, there. So now he looks like he's surfing. But it does stay.
And like I'm glad. Like the video game, I really enjoyed what I've played. It's just there's also a game like I have a Switch Lite, and for the first time, I kind of wish I had a Switch and not a Switch Lite because I feel like the 2-player version of like playing 2-player on this game would be really fun.
Oh yeah, I got mine. It's on PlayStation.
I
have a Switch too, but I asked like which one I should get it, and they're like, I get a PlayStation. I have my MacBook and I have a Switch Lite, so that's. This is something it's like have like when he bends his knees, it's like click, 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 click. It actually has something to keep it a little bit more like yeah. So he has more points doing this than you would normally just like 1 or 2, which is nice. So that's how you can really make him look like he's running or something.
But yeah, this is like good sturdy plastic. I don't like.
Yep. And he's got his tail in the back.
I'd really like these as a kid. I could like, I could see little me sneaking these to bed so I could like keep playing.
So it seems great show, y'all. Wrap it up.
Thanks, Father A. Yeah,
we probably should though.
Toys, good. That's my wrap up.
So I'm excited to get. I'm waiting for the next phase. I thought Janeway was supposed to be available now, but I haven't seen her.
I am confused by that because she's available on like one website, but no one seems to like have gotten her.
Oh,
right.
Huh. I think so. Let's see if she's available on Amazon.
Let's
make that the last check of the day.
Yeah, the last Google search of the show.
Hologram
now I'm gonna find
Janeway.
somewhere on the Star Trek shelf to put all these though. I need to just get a box to put all. I'm just gonna put all their
hologram Janeway figure does come up as a search feature, but doesn't come up as an actual object.
Yeah.
It has the Homecoming
I
Star
will
Trek Voyager
say,
book, which that horrible cover on it, where she looks like she's like almost completely dark. That's very weird.
I was a little. I mean, maybe not because maybe a kid wouldn't have another Janeway action figure necessarily if like Prodigy is their first. That
Yeah.
raw and maybe that they there are there are already Janeway action figures. I kind of wish they had prioritized Rock Talk.
Yeah, that's true.
But now that I'm thinking about maybe a kid wouldn't have like an older Janeway action figure.
But still, I think Rock Talk being, it is a kid in the show, I feel like still should maybe be before
prioritized.
Yeah, you can get it at Entertainment. You could pre-order it at Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, that's.
And the picture that they have is clearly like just cut out of a much smaller picture because when you zoom in on her, she's just like blotchy. Yeah. It looks. I'm curious to see what it looks like in real life because she seems very kind of gnome-like, or not gnome-like, but just like elfin or something like that. She's got like a weird. Her nose is I don't know. I didn't think they actually got her 100% great in the show. Anyway, I don't know. I got used to it, but it like at first I'm like, oh, that doesn't. Look
I
like
think
it
Admiral Janeway is a better.
Yes.
Representation.
Maybe they did that on purpose.
Maybe that is on purpose.
Well, I know that they said that they adjusted her eyes because she was going to be a teacher, and so they wanted her to have bigger eyes because it's more engaging. So it's larger than Kate Mulgrew's eyes are. So that's weird.
I don't mind that as like for making children's entertainment. There's like stuff you have to do to like engage children in a different way.
Yeah.
But I do remember. I remember a thing where Kate Mulgrew said like originally she said she was like they made her more like pretty. Then she was like, yeah, she's like, yeah, we gotta like tone that back. Like she should look more like me. I get what she's saying.
Like makeup and porcelain skin kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think obviously Kate Mulgrew is gorgeous. I understand like as a woman, like what she was saying. She like more
made up too much, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Like it's hard for me because I've obviously never seen the model that they suggested that Kate Mulgrew like nixed.
Yeah, that's true. That would be interesting to see some of those. Maybe we'll eventually get a Prodigy making of book or something like that.
That would be. I want it. Don't make me want things. Aaron,
I can write that.
Aaron, it took me too long to get these. Don't make me want more
things.
I know.
What? I feel. I don't know. That's it. It feels like they're on the verge of getting this all together. I feel like between the issues with the supply chain and the fact, excuse me, that Viacom and CBS remerged or whatever, and was it Paramount? Whatever that parent company. And everybody came back together. And they're still figuring that out. And I think that Nickelodeon now has most of the toy licenses or something like that. So I think between all three of those, it's like getting that machine in gear. And once it does, it might be better.
I could see someone at Nickelodeon being so frustrated by Alexa. I was like, why can't you get this together? Like,
or not understanding it at all or something like that. Just like, the kids like this star thing. Yes.
I mean, I've seen good. I really don't like. I'm just at a point in my life. I don't have a ton of kids in my life. I'm waiting for those. Both my brothers are married. Get on that. But like interesting. Every time I've seen a kid who's like into Prodigy, they seem to be like really into it. So I'm like glad those kids have these now.
I was choking on something. I don't know what, but I think the noise. It's been dry here, or not dry here. It's like allergies and just like gunk in the air kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's pollen season here. It's not the most.
And my cat has decided. I'm in an apartment, but she wants to now go out on the little walkway. So I'll take her out, but I keep the door open because I want to get her back inside quickly or whatever. And I think it's like, why do I have to dust so much all of a sudden? Oh, because I've had the door open and it's just blowing all the crap in. So
yeah,
that's probably part of it. So, well, everybody have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
Cinco de Mayo. Did you have your Cinco de Mayo?
I still have an unopened my card lemonade. So maybe I will order some kind of Mexican food and maybe deliver it because I'm lazy.
Yes. And normally, like every Thursday, every Friday at 7:00, there is a streaming show. I don't know if there's one next week or if
I
we're gonna
don't know if
take
I'll
over
hurry.
again. Yeah, we'll see.
Unclear is what I'm going with right now.
Yes, but if it is, we'll be back. If not, maybe we get Dave to come back because Dave is actually at getting ready for Free Comic Book Day.
Oh
which
yeah,
is tomorrow. Yeah. So anybody like who wants to support their local comic book store, head out tomorrow, get a free comic, and buy some more. I think it's tomorrow, right?
forgot about that.
So yeah.
Eat food next Friday. What are you saying? Like we should do like eat food on stream? Like I
No,
don't.
no. Oh, who said that? Oh,
Joel.
eat food next Friday. Joel. We could talk about food in Star Trek. We actually could do that.
That could be a thing. I have a habit from I think from the pandemic that now anytime I'm if I know I'm on camera and I'm eating, I cover my mouth with my hand. I'm like, no, do not watch me chew.
We don't have to actually eat. We can just talk about the food.
I mean, you could watch me eat, but my hand will be over my face half the time. So
I had a friend in real life who did that. She would just eat like this when we're all out together, and we're like, it was distracting. It was like I loaded up way more than just chewing.
But it's mostly if I'm on camera.
Yeah. Well, join us next week and we'll maybe be eating. Who knows what we'll be doing. Steven might have just said, no more. Get off.
No more of this madness.
Yes. No, but it was fun. And it was cool to be able to take a deeper look at the toys.
Yeah.
So, well, live long and prosper, everybody.
Live long and prosper, y'all. That's
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm
sorry.
I'm stealing your catchphrase.
Live long and prosper, y'all.